Take it back.
Coach, DJ Matthews seems to be electrifying, the players and stuff during practice, punt returns, just as dynamic as a playmaker. What is it about him that's so special from as soon as you start working with him?
One, he's fast. That always helps, but he can change direction really good. He can stop and start really fast. He's a very competitive kid, and he loves playing the game, and he makes some plays not everybody can make, and I think those are the things our guys get excited about. Just some of those little plays that everybody can't make, they get to see it.
Is there something about him charismatically that makes everybody kind of drawn to him?
Well, I think just because he's a competitor. He's not the biggest guy out there, but he plays big. And whether it's catching the ball and making plays or even blocking. I watched the young man go out and block, and I'm really impressed with him. That says a lot to me when he can go out there and block a linebacker. When I block linebacker getting blocked by a little guy, but it says a lot about DJ.
Jacques said that full pads kind of separates the contenders from the pretenders a little bit. How excited are you about seeing what they do in full pads?
Very excited. He put full pads on. Sometimes make you rethink some things when you're out there, but no, it's football, and these guys have been playing all their life, and it's just now you're able to go out there and play like you're normally going to play when you put the pads on, and it's going to be physical, and our guys understand that it's going to be physical, and it's going to hurt a little bit, but you got to embrace that and love it. I think they all do. That's why they're here, and but it will tell us who really wanted and who don't.
With the new schemes and everything, Coach, do you treat everybody like a freshman, or do you expect more out of certain guys, the older guys?
I just treat them all like they don't know anything, and try to teach it the best way we can, and not just push everything down their throat, but teach what we're doing and why we're doing it, and not just going out and telling, hey, you just run this play, but understand why we're running the play and who we're trying to affect on every play that we put in, and we want to make sure they're doing that right before we move on to the next thing.
Were they able to absorb a good amount of stuff through 3 days that you saw on tape over the weekend?
For the most part, not to where we wanted to be, but that comes to expect it, especially with the tempo. That add another layer on top of it when you're trying to learn and you're going fast, trying to learn it too. So, but they're a lot further ahead than I thought they would be.
Is it a big transition what Wally's having to do, moving to defensive end from him?
Is it a big transition? It's tough for me to say. I never played down in the trenches, but I know you probably won't get as many double teams out there when you're out on the end. So I'm pretty sure he's happy about that. He can just go out and he'll probably be with a lot of tight ends. So a guy like Wally and his size should feel pretty excited about going up against a tight end at times.
His eagerness to switch positions like that, does it say a lot about him, what he's willing to do for the team?
Absolutely. And it's, a lot of guys are that way, is doing what's best for the team, and guys want to play, and I think he's a competitive guy that really loves being here and want to win, and he's a team player.
What about Wally's skill set kind of prompted you guys to try him out on the edge there?
Wally, he's a bigger guy, first and foremost, and he's a little more athletic than you think he would be. But for a guy that's going to play, for the most part, to the strength of the opposing team's offense, he's a guy that we feel like can get out there and dominate.
With his size, just what is he able to do out there that maybe a smaller guy wouldn't?
Like I say, when you got a 240-pound tight end going up against a guy like Wally, just physics, that shouldn't work. And especially if you got a guy like Wally, who I think is a dude, if you go out there and play like he's capable of, that can help us big time.
With the full pads, how much actual tackling, full-out tackling do you do, or you just very much limit that?
We limit that, Usually we'll say those to scrimmages. Every now and then we'll have a couple periods where we'll go tackling, but for the most part we're thud and teaching those guys how to tackle and how to be pros. We want to practice kind of like they do in the pros when they don't tackle and go to the ground and stay off the ground and still go fast. So it's a lot of teaching. We're still going to pop pad now, and sometimes you accidentally fall on the ground, but Yeah, we don't do a lot of tackling unless it's in scrimmages.
How many scrimmages do you think you'll have before the game?
2. We'll have situational scrimmage this upcoming Saturday, and then we'll have a full scrimmage the following week.
Back for a couple more guys. What have you seen from Ontario Wilson switching to wide receiver? Do you like what you've seen from him?
Oh yeah, he seems like a natural. You know, the kid can run and he catches the ball like I said, effortless. And I mean, he's been over there for 2 days now. It seems like he's been there for a while. You know, so that's impressive, you know, for a guy that just changed one day. Again, another example of guys just doing whatever it takes for the football team.
How much thought goes into switching the position? Is that something you guys talk about as a staff and then to the player? I guess how does that work?
Yeah, we do. We talk as a staff. Again, we watched a lot of these guys through the chase and how they move around and kind of get a sense of who can do what, you know. And then we talk as a staff and talk to the player, and we do what's best for the team and what's best for the player.
How's Josh Kane doing?
Who?
Josh Kane, how's he doing?
He's getting better.
Thank you.